gonna rush you out the second I do this.
Yeah, as soon as I get up and start fanning. Hit him twice. Down him. Damn, these pistols are cheating. I should not be allowed to have these. Oh no.
Yeah, you grab that. I don't have any time left because I used.
Hunt Showdown has a problem, and they're a little afraid to admit it. Paired pistols have been a balancing issue ever since they were implemented into the game. Their fire rates and their accuracies at times seem ludicrously high. Now I know a lot of people larger than myself have decided to discuss this issue, and a lot of people have probably done it better than me. I'm hoping to provide a more unique perspective on this. We're going to be coming at this from a purely scientific aspect. When I talk about things like rate of fire, I'm going to display that specific weapon's rate of fire. Now, what is the appropriate rate of fire for dual-wielded pistols? Well, if you think about it, if you can fire 44 rounds a minute out of a pistol in one hand, then you should also be able to fire that same amount of rounds per minute out of the other, totaling essentially double of what one pistol can do. Now, you're going to see coming up in this video that that is not the case. Some have fire rates well in excess of double a single pistol, and some have it in staggeringly low numbers in comparison. Now, when we talk about the differences in these guns, the two that I can think of are single action pistols and double action / semi-automatic pistols. Those weapons that are double action or semi-automatic should, in theory, be able to reach those fire rates of double a single pistol. Single action should be less or significantly less than double. So, with all that being said, let's get into the video. First up for our increased rate of fire is the regular Nagant. Now these stats also apply to the silenced Nagant, so I'm not going to show you both. This has a rate of fire of 40. It should be 80, but it's 126. That's an increase of 157%. Now let me show you what that looks like. Little bit fast, right? Alright, next up is the regular Caldwell conversion. This has a fire rate of 44 rounds per minute and a paired fire rate of 130. This is an increase of 147%. Let me show you again what that looks like. Third pistol rounding out the list is going to be the Caldwell conversion chain variant. This has a fire rate of 44 rounds per minute and an actual paired rate of 124. This is a little slower at 140% increase, but nonetheless definitely faster. Let's check it out. Number 4 on the list is going to be the Scottfield Model 3. This one's a little different. This one's at a rate of 41 rounds per minute for a single pistol. For paired, it's 92. This is only an increase of 110%. And you're going to notice that here in this upcoming clip. It's going to make a world of difference. Let's see. Next up on the list is a fan favorite, the Caldwell Pax. This is going to be the exact same stat line for the Pax Claw. So here we go. We got a rate of fire of 46 rounds per minute and a paired rate of 110. This is an increase of 120%. Let's see what that looks like. Alright, and ending our list of pistols with an increase to the rate of fire, we have the LeMat. Now this has a fire rate of 42 rounds per minute and a paired rate of 90 rounds per minute. This is only an increase of 107%, so it's our least offending version, but it's still pretty bad. Check it out. Alright, starting our list of pistols here that have a decrease to their projected fire rate, we have the Uppercut. This has a rate of fire of 40 rounds per minute and a paired fire rate of 76. Now we all know why this was lowered, but why is this the only single action that's lower? Let's take a look. Second on the list of pistols with a decrease is the Nagant Officer. This is a double action revolver. The stat line for this is going to be the exact same for the Officer Brawler, so let's get into it. We have a rate of fire of 100 rounds per minute and a paired rate of 166. This is a decrease of 17%. Here's what that looks like. Our first semi-automatic pistol on the list is the Bornheim No. 3. Now this gun has the exact same stat as the Bornheim Extended, so here we go. We had a rate of fire of 210 rounds versus a rate of fire of 220. That is a decrease of 48%. Here's what that looks like. And the last gun we're going to take a look at today is the Dolch. Now this has a rate of fire of 164 and a paired rate of 192. It's a decrease of 42%. And let's be honest, we all knew that this was going to be a decrease anyway. Here we go. So as you can see, this game has a major problem. Why is it that it is quicker to fire 2 single action revolvers than it is to fire 1? If we have enough foresight and wherewithal to knowingly decrease the fire rate of the double actions and the semi-automatics, then why not do the same with the single action? I think, in all honesty, if I can just ramble a bit here, is that Crytek didn't think this would be a bigger problem. They heard the community wanted dual wielding, so they added it. They figured single action pistols, it wouldn't matter the fire rate being a little faster because they're single action. You kind of want that feeling of being able to shoot quick, Old West, blah blah blah. In reality, it's a little bit game breaking to be able to fire off 2 shots just as fast as a person with a single pistol can fire 1. Now you might argue that the disadvantage here is that if you take a paired matched set of pistols, then you can only take a medium slot weapon, unless you have quartermaster, in which case you can take a large. Either way, if we're thinking about this from a base character perspective, that is a bit of a hindrance. But we didn't even get into the accuracy of these things in this video. This was just the fire rate. And I can assure you that part 2 will be coming, and it's all going to be on the accuracy of these pistols. Now, to round off this whole run-on sentence thought I have going on right here, I think me and most of the community, at least from what I can see, thinks that the dual wield situation in this game is a little strange, if not a large problem. I'm hoping that Crytek might see this, see the side-by-side comparisons, or at least if they don't see it, a lot of people will see it, and then that's how things happen anyway. Large mobs kind of make change in that way. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you see the problem that we face in this game today. And this one's for all my people who've been headshotted at 50 yards with the Caldwell Pax pair. Have a good one.